And then moving on in terms of the asset protection and succession planning. So here we have the case where we're looking at Richard creating a trust in Labuan of his investments in mainland Malaysia or peninsular Malaysia. And the question asked is, can Richard actually create a trust in Labuan using property located in Malaysia? So obviously in the fact pattern, Richard is resident, domiciled and citizen of Malaysia. And here he's putting assets, in this case investments, he'd be putting that into a trust established in Labuan. Now, is this actually possible?
It is possible, but Richard would require the prior approval of the Labuan Financial Services Authority first, before he can put those property into a Labuan trust.
And that sort of authorization process, what's actually involved in that from a procedural standpoint for Richard?
Well, just very briefly, when you set up a trust in Labuan, you do have to make use and appoint a Labuan Trust Company as one of your trustees. So most of the time, these applications would go in through this Labuan Trust Company that's the trustee, making a written application to the Labuan Financial Services Authority, just seeking the approval. And you know, these approvals are given.
Right, right. Have you ever come across an approval that was, well, an application that was denied or rejected?
I've not personally come across one that was rejected.
Right, right. Okay. And the timing of this approval, how long does it generally take before the sort of applicant can expect this?
Well, I mean, you know, the usual bureaucracy is there as always, but I don't imagine that it would take that long. I seem to recall that you know, perhaps in a week or so.
Right, right, okay, okay. And looking at the fact pattern again, what we have here is Richard transferring his BVI company shares into the trust established in Labuan. And the question here is, can Richard create a trust in Labuan using foreign property, BVI company shares? Yes,
absolutely. I think that's the, you know, the main intention where Labuan trusts were concerned when the whole concept and the legislation was introduced in 1996.
And is there a requirement for authorization in this case?
No, not at all. You can do it automatically.
Right, right. Okay, so that's the key distinction. Is
yes.
When you have a sort of domestic Malaysian creating a trust in Labuan, it's only authorized where you have domestic property being put into that trust.
That's right.
And just as an aside, can you put Malaysian land into a Labuan trust?
Sorry, I was just going to say, you know, Malaysian land or other property in terms of shares, they'll be treated the same way. You'll still need authorization from the Labuan Financial Services Authority.
Right. Okay.